Hey, yeah. Uh, yeah. Hey, giving it all.
Yeah, whoever made that meme, goated in my opinion. Men of culture, we congregate here once again in order to take a look at the fascinating EBT community. Thank you for joining me, and I hope all's good wherever you are. We're going to start off in Texas, where Black Texans are not handling the fact that Jasmine Crockett has lost to Democrat James Tallarico in the Senate primary. The meltdowns are indeed very real.
This is not America! Okay, I'm so upset. I cannot believe this is happening to our country. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves, Governor Abbott. All y'all. Shame.
Cry harder, lady.
Shame. Shame on you guys. This is ridiculous. You're going to do whatever you can to suppress our votes. You already gerrymandered everything. You just gotta make it worse. You just gotta make it harder, huh? That's okay. I still fucking voted, you bastards.
I think we can all agree that the ghetto shtick really backfired on Jasmine Crockett. She didn't lose because she's black or a woman. She lost because she's a complete moron. But let's watch a couple more of these.
Black folks, the real reason why people did not want Jasmine Crockett to win, it isn't policy, y'all. It's not her experience, and it's not her incompetence.
Okay.
It's about two things, y'all. It's race and it's gender. Because to this country, a black person winning is already too much, y'all. But y'all put a black woman winning, that's double the threat, double the hate. And y'all know what's even sadder and even sicker and even more sadistic? You've got black men online tearing Jasmine down for her wigs, weave, lashes, ghetto, being loud, throwing her under the bus.
Deal with it.
Doing the goddamn work of white supremacist ideology for free. Still competing with black women, still trying to police them, still not realizing that her winning is not a loss for you, it is a win for an entire race. We throw that word around ghetto, but what exactly is ghetto? And how come it don't stick to white folks when they do the same goddamn thing?
At best.
Look, if we're trying to replace Giambi, this guy could be it.
I agree.
Because when black folks talk loud, dress bold, wear wigs, weave lashes, it's called unprofessional, too hood. But when white folks turn around and cosplay and do the same thing, that same behavior, it's relatable, it's authentic, it's quirky, and it's shared and it's celebrated. Same behavior, different skin, different type of judgment. So now, this backlash isn't about standards. It's about who they think is allowed to lead. And until we stop internalizing white superiority and projecting it back on black women, we'll keep sabotaging our own race and our...
I actually don't think she's given the men of her community, well, the black men in this case, enough credit. James Tallarico is a horrible choice also, but at least he's a man with a higher IQ than Jasmine Crockett. If you're gonna vote left, I mean, if these are your two picks, you're going with the white dude.
Ain't no way Jasmine Crockett just lost that election. I'm telling y'all, if y'all don't believe it's rigged, y'all can say whatever you want to say. Y'all can throw y'all racial slurs. One thing about a powerful, beautiful black woman, they don't want to empower because they know their whole structure gonna fall, man. Texas, one thing about an election, and we got to vote on all that, but we ain't got to vote on shit. What we can do is turn up, quit working, quit paying bills, link up, and really start using our head and realizing why the fuck are we paying to live when it shouldn't cost nothing to be able to breathe.
Wow.
Who the fuck gave these people permission to own the ocean, own the
Stop it. Get some help.
earth, and own the land? And nigga, we indigenous to this motherfucker, not that punk ass European that's running America right now. The only reason that bastard able to do that because we ain't doing nothing about it. Fuck they votings, fuck they polls. Stand up and let's do something, man. That's real talk, y'all. I'm tired of this shit, man. I can't live another 40, 50 years obeying a master. Fuck that master.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
One of them niggas that's gonna buck the system. On my mama, nigga.
That's a bummer. Okay.
Now, speaking of the moron that is Jasmine Crockett, have a look at this clip from an interview she did recently where she laughs about white people being the minority. This is why we cannot let it happen. Okay, we cannot be a minority in a democracy in our own country because these people, well, they want us dead. Okay, that's the truth of it, all of them. Okay, have a look at this.
I did recently read this interesting article that I thought was so funny.
Yeah.
I don't know that I thought it was funny, but it said that Caucasian Americans are dying at a higher rate than they are actually being born.
Yeah, that is true, I think.
So.
Being a bitch, though. Nothing we can do about that.
With what's happening with the lack of a growth rate in white America, but it's not the same for Black America or Hispanic America or Asian America. And if the trend continues to go this way, then we're going to be put in a situation where the majority will become the minority.
You got 300 years. Get your affairs in order.
Right, right.
Hard to fathom why she would have lost to a white man with that attitude. Now here's a Sunny Hostin, another Black woman idiot, who is just making up stats now. Listen to this nonsense.
Most undocumented immigrants pay more taxes than anyone, and
most undocumented immigrants pay more taxes than anyone. Yeah, okay.
Should also mention that they're 5 times less likely to commit crimes than Americans.
So, in my opinion, you're an idiot.
That's not a real stat, okay? That 5 times less likely to commit a crime than an American-born person or an American citizen. That's not real. Hey, I'm going to give these guys some props. What you're looking at here is a massive lineup for jobs in Memphis. I'm just kidding, everybody. That's a lineup for a sale on Nike sneakers. Have a look at this next video where a European airline is celebrating its first all-black crew. If that was me, I'm changing my flight ASAP.
History Month, TUI today has an all-black flight crew and an all-black cabin crew.
I'm so scared right now.
Give yourself a big cheer.
I'm tired, boss.
What would Ireland look like if we chose courage over comfort?
If you choose?
Brilliant courage question. Over comfort.
Wow.
I'll answer. Sorry, let me just get it out. I'd like to just get it out of the way.
Okay.
Michael is low-key a funny guy, and at the same time, what the fuck does that even mean, what she said? Like, if it came from an actual scholar, you would think, oh, that's probably deep. There's probably something there that this guy's trying to tell us. But not from this moron. That's just a moronic statement.
My answer is anxiety for the first question.
Amazing.
And anxiety,
of course.
People will be fearing to go out. And on the telly, you want people to pay TV license, right? Make the telly some place where they can say, let them see more Irish people. Let them see Irish people in different color. Irish people with different accent.
You know how subversive this is?
RTE Africa or RTE Asia. You know, let young film.
That is an idea. That's a finger-clicking moment.
I feel like this is the opportunity for artists, musicians, filmmakers. These are the people that I feel like if you need change to be done, those are the people. They can dance, some contemporary dance about race, paint about race, teach us how to paint, teach them tools, empower them so they can be able to speak up. So what are we doing to let them speak up? We can, art. Anyway, I have things coming forward. Hopefully, we can get that.
Awesome. We have to come and, get some key ideas from you. Fair?
Yeah.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
You know how subversive this is? This all has to be dismantled in Ireland. Ireland's not moving in the right direction. This ideology will ruin Ireland. It's imported from America. It's subversive to Ireland, Irish culture and Irish people. RTE Africa, RTE Asia. Ireland, a tiny island that is getting overwhelmed with immigrants, now has to accommodate the rest of the world. People that are talking about Ireland being racist or trying to say Nigerians are Irish, They shouldn't be here. They should be deported. It is subversive. It's destroying Ireland. You wouldn't go to Japan and do the same. You wouldn't go to Nigeria and do the same. These people are toxic to our country. They're not Irish. They don't get to decide what an Irish person is. They don't even get a say in it. They're guests in our country. I'm not having the same thing that happened to England, where 30 years from now, you have foreigners walking around our country saying, what even is Irish culture? There's no such thing. What even is an English person? You go over to England today and you ask second, third generation immigrants, what is English culture? And they're most likely laugh at you and say, England doesn't have culture.
They don't have a culture, they don't have traditions, they don't have nothing. Without the diversity, what would be the culture?
Different England now. It's not England now anymore. It's some South Asian country more.
We're not allowing the same thing to happen here.
This video is the definition of death migration. Irish people are white. They're not black. They're not Asian. You know, they're not Middle Eastern. They're white. You might have a piece of paper that says you're Irish. You might be born there, but it's no different than if I move to China with my girlfriend tomorrow and we start pumping out a bunch of white babies and we live there and we get a citizenship. My white babies, if they're born there, might be Chinese citizens, but they're not Chinese. They'll never be Chinese. And these fucking ladies, they'll never be Irish. Yeah, let's stick with Ireland here for a second and look at this engineer whose content solely revolves around annoying white Irish people. Okay, let's stick with Ireland for one last one. A Brazilian lady and a black guy debating who's more Irish while a Muslim guy walks out of his cell phone shop. Have a look at this. You can't make this shit up.
Who looks more Irish? Dude.
Me?
Yeah.
You look more Irish than me?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. The viewers are.
No.
This lassie here doesn't know it.
Comment section. Answer. Who looks more Irish?
Who looks more Irish?
Me or her?
Guys, I swear, this is the stuff of nightmares for white countries. Like, absolute nightmares for white citizens. Okay, so this next one's great. We talk about engineers and doctors and astrophysicists. Well, these are two of the great black philosophers.
Because, hold on, because, you know, fish breathe water. Now we breathe air, they breathe water.
Bro.
Like, you know how, like, underwater we can't breathe? Fish can't breathe.
So it's
out of
opposite.
Water. Do they see? Because we can't see
air. But can a fish see air?
Oh, shit! Hold on, B-Lou, hold on.
Hold on, Zeke, because think about it. We can see that shit.
Because we can't
breathe it. But can a fish come out of water and see air?
See air. Because they can't breathe air.
You might be on to something, bro.
Fish cannot see air in the same way as can't see water because both are transparent and not visually perceivable in their perspective.
Hold on. But did you just in the same way humans can't see water, they don't got the answer, Zeke.
Air and water are transparent, meaning they allow, but we can still see water, though.
That's what I'm saying. Say they don't got the answer, Sway.
Sometimes I think black people actually think Wakanda is real. This girl says, sometimes I wonder how Africa would look if it didn't get colonized. Well, for one, there's no longer any real trace of modern civilization. And also, you wouldn't have that fake hair on your bald, fuzzy little head. Here's a money prank that goes about exactly as you would expect it to go.
Did one of y'all drop this?
What's this? Oh, thank you. Yeah, I did.
You did?
Thank you.
What you do for a living?
Trying to make it.
Trying to make it?
Yes.
What you do for a living?
What I do for a living?
Like job?
Well, I'm looking for work and stuff. You know,
You got a whole bunch of hundreds in there.
Yes, job. You know, cause like I was looking for work and stuff, so I was getting, you know, I had got money out of the ATM machine, and I didn't know I dropped it out of my purse. So.
Oh, can I get a reward for finding it for you?
Let me see. See here. Sure, I'll help you.
Thank you.
How about 20?
For real?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you. Thank
20?
Yes, you have it.
Are you serious? Are you sure?
Yeah, God bless you.
Right. What's your name?
Sharon.
Sharon. Why do it say PW?
I don't know why, because, you know, like I have my boyfriend and stuff like that. So, thank you.
You got your boyfriend and stuff?
You know, on the, you know, like he be going through my stuff and writing stuff and things. So.
Wait, what the P stand for?
P stands for Paulette.
What the W?
Woods.
Paulette? That sounds like a girl name. Oh, okay. On God is yours?
Yes.
You ain't lying, is you?
No, I'm not lying.
Like, on God?
On God.
Straight face, straight face.
I thank you so much and things, you know, because like sometimes when I do my shopping, I accidentally drop things, you know. So.
What's up, bro? Is the problem?
Hopefully I found out money in it.
Yeah, I found it was down there.
I had like $500 in there. My name is PW.
Yeah, his name.
I got it written down on my envelope.
Oh, your name's PW?
Yeah, I don't know. What y'all got going on?
Wait, I thought she
I can go.
How much money you have in there?
It doesn't matter. About $300 in there.
Oh yeah, that is his. Oh, that is his. Just give it back to him.
What are you gonna do? You gonna give my money or what?
I'll give you your money back, huh? Yeah, let's give it back to him.
Okay, give him.
Here you go, son.
Did you have any more money?
No, I didn't have none.
No, man.
Wait, why you tasting that wasn't yours?
I wasn't trying to. I thought it was mine, but you know, I didn't know it was his. So, you know, I'm sorry. You know, I'm going through financial hardship myself. I'm trying to move and everything. So I'm not a thief.
Okay.
You know, things.
Yeah.
I did do the right thing.
You did. You at the end, you did the right thing.
You know, because I don't. You know, if somebody hurt me like that, I wouldn't want to see someone suffer like that. I really would. You know, it wouldn't be right. You know,
Right.
God wouldn't like that. On God.
Right.
You know, because every time I be walking, I see.
All right. You have a good one.
Okay, sir. I'm sorry.
I mean, did they expect a different outcome? If I can ask all of you to just smash that thumbs up button, that goes a long way into helping me get these videos out to more of our fellow patriots. Let's keep it going.
And at the end of the day, I don't think white people should be wearing bonnets. It never sat right with me. I always hated it. When the Get Ready With Me's would come up on my For You page, and the girls would have the under eye things, and the white girl would take her bonnet off and her hair was completely straight under, that shit used to piss me off. It still pisses me off. And I'm already knowing if this video does get a little bit of traction, everybody's going to be under the comments saying, you guys didn't invent them, or bonnets are for all types of hair. It's been proven. I'm a cosmetologist, and this, that, and the third. Why, when a black woman tells you guys something that makes her uncomfortable, your first instinct is to invalidate her feelings, pull up fucking receipts of bullshit, use your cosmetology school as credibility to discredit what she's saying, blah, 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 blah. No, you guys are cosplaying black women, and when the black woman in question says, hey, I don't feel comfortable with this, you write her off and disregard whatever the fuck she's saying. That's my actual issue. My issue, not even the fact that y'all, no, it is the fact that y'all are wearing bonnets, but more so than that, it's the fact that whenever anybody says y'all don't need to be wearing bonnets, y'all argue with them. Y'all were never on our side. Yeah, because now bonnets are trendy. And you cannot stand going without a trend. You can't. So you got to be like all the other Get Ready With Me bitches on TikTok. And you got to get your little pink bonnet and your little sleep mask. And you got to make your Get Ready With Me. Even though your hair is overly straight. And you can have silk pillowcases. Like, I'm confused. A couple years ago, there was literally a debate about whether or not black women should be leaving the house in their bonnets, because it's ghetto. And then the Caligarists just get on the plane with their bonnets, and it's like, OMG, wait, I love this for them. They're so brave. Yes. Ghetto until proven fashionable. Ghetto until it's trendy. Like, I can't fucking stand you.
I mean, I don't remember seeing many white people wearing bonnets around, if any ever. But saying that while having blonde hair is a wild statement. I mean, this is just like Beyonce being proud of being black, yet she seems to be more white every time we see her. Once again, like we do in every one of these episodes, we present evidence to suggest that certain members of a certain community maybe should have to pay before they order. At least, leave a credit card and have the people check that it works before they order. Because these two ladies, as usual, skipped out on a $500 tab. United Airlines has a new headphone rule. I wonder what community this new rule is targeted to.
Using headphones is no longer just considered proper etiquette. It is now a requirement on United Airlines flights. United says passengers who use speakers or refuse to wear headphones could be removed from flights and even face a lifetime ban.
I'm a mastiff with the misfits and the bad kids. Got a vision dog and it's massive. Yeah, it's my ball. I ain't passing. Hope.
Now, as I say often, I'm one of the creators because I know a lot of them now in this sphere of political commentary, and none of them read their comments. I read mine. Every single one. If you write a comment, good or bad, within the first 24 hours of the video being launched or being posted, I read it. So now I want wrong answers only because I like reading them because a lot of times you guys make me laugh. Wrong answers only. What the hell is happening here?
I'll sit up here and wait. I'm waiting on my sour cream and they still haven't gave it to me. I'm 2 tacos down. Oh wait, here he comes. Okay. Thank you. You see how it took him 30 minutes? You're not getting no tip. Is there any way that you're not getting no tip?
Bro, that guy wasn't getting tipped anyway. You all know that. You know how bad the service would have to be for me not to tip? It would have to be excruciatingly bad. Now, I'm not tipping the dingbat at Starbucks who I drink black coffee. Okay, all you fucking have to do is pour it. Okay, when you turn that little iPad around for me to pay, I'm not tipping. Okay, it starts off at 20% too in my area. Like, what is that? I mean, if a 20% tip when all you had to do is literally pour it. Nah. But at a sit-down restaurant, yeah, I'm a 15% minimum, and I go above that if the service is really good. It has to be really, really bad for me not to tip.
I hate when white people want to say, oh, my grandfather came over here with nothing in his pocket and look how well he did. No, he came over here with $1 million worth of white fucking privilege.
Now, let's end it here with a great clip from the guys at Flecka's. Go check those guys out. They put out great content. Have a look.
Another fake hate crime just dropped, this time at Chipotle.
A black woman walking into a building and you see something hanging from the roof, the first thing your mind goes back to is slavery. And the fact that it's still happening today in 2026, people are still being hung and it's supposed to be taken as a joke, it's not funny. And all I got was a text message, are you done? That's all I got. No, are you okay? What happened? Do you want to talk about it?
Nobody gives a shit.
We reached out to Chipotle's corporate office asking about this incident. We received a statement saying, in part, quote, the employees involved said that there was no racial motivation or intent behind the display referenced in the social media post.
Yeah, and then the skeleton on displays had a name tag that said Vinny, in the Chipotle uniform named Vinny. Have you ever met a black guy named Vinny? And then everyone at this location had to do sensitivity training, and the employees who put the skeleton up were fired.
So they took this retarded girl's word for it because anything that's hung up that looks like a human is slavery. At what point do you go, oh, I overreacted? It's always, they aren't listening to me. They don't know what it's like to be a black woman in America. There's always that. There's never the, hey, snap out of it, lady. You're crazy. This has nothing to do with black people. Like, she could go down a line of people, and it's like 3 Chipotle workers, 2 white customers, and 1 black customer. And she'd go, hey, does this have anything to do with slavery? They go, no, 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 no. And then she finally gets to the black person and goes, I don't know, kinda. She goes, that's what I thought.
I knew it.
I knew it. It's like a weird thing where you have to listen to her and you don't.
Like, anything can be connected to anything. Give me a random word and I will connect it to slavery.
All right, bandana.
Bandana. Bandanas were worn to cover the face of bandits. Bandits were hunted by the police. What are the police based on? Slave catchers.
Whoa.
Gentlemen, that'll be it for me today. I've had enough internet. If you don't mind smashing that thumbs up button for your boy, that goes a long way to help me out. And also, if it's not your first time here and you're not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and we'll catch you in the next video.